Om Shanti. So welcome all of you to the workshop and revision session on the art of leading. And as always, before we begin, let's spend a few moments reflecting on what is a true leader. Who is a true leader? And asking oneself, so far on my life journey, have I been able to become a good leader and help others to lead a fruitful life as mine? What are the components of being a good leader? Attributes of a good leader? And from today's workshop, what is it that I can do which will help me to enhance the leadership development qualities? So with this prelude, we just stop sharing the music. And as we go further, so you're aware we are on 9C, 8 have been done so far. We've started in March. It's almost 8 months now. And as always, the icebreaker video is there in front of you, a very beautiful one. See what insights you can gather from this. It's a very brief video of around max 1.5 minutes. So let's begin.
Oh no! I'm lost! Where's the light? It just went away! Dude, what do I do? Help! We'll be stuck here forever!
Do not panic! Do not panic! We are trained professionals! Now stay calm. We are going around the leaf.
Around the leaf? I don't think we can do that.
Oh, nonsense. This is nothing compared to the twig of 93. That's it. That's it. Good! You're doing great! There you go! There you go! Watch my eyes. Don't look away. And here's the line again.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Soil.
Good job, everybody!
Oh my, there's quite a gap.
Okay, interesting video. Just a brief 1 minute actually. So see what sharings you all can, what insights do you get? Please share it in the chat box. I hope the chat box is open. Just check it once. Sometimes it's open, yeah. So any answers related to leadership from the video? Okay. Speech is silver, silence is golden. Fine. So there is very lot of silence. Okay. Maybe the translators or the facilitators can write in something to push start the. Yeah. So I was saying the leaf is huge.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Everyone needs a leader from inside or outside. However, we have to know how to use, how to see it is. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Sister Gulden, for starting the conversation. Yeah, everyone needs a leader, and from inside or outside, and we need to know how to use it. So Swara is saying the leaf was huge. Yes, it was like some, for that ant, it's something very huge thing. Denise is saying, I love the positivity and enthusiasm, right? Anumeet is saying, leaders help you navigate through tough times. They don't walk for you, but help you lead. And here it reminds me when you say walk. So we say, walk your talk, right? And that's also a true leader. Yes. And Brother Manuel is sharing that the leader is not afraid. Yeah. He came all the way trickling down from above down, said, don't panic, don't panic. That was he was saying. Sister Anu saying, leader is the one who can fill everyone with courage and enthusiasm. Right. We have 2 more minutes. If you all want to share something more. I'm afraid the ones who have joined just a minute ago may not know what the icebreaker video was. We'll be sending it to you in the review materials, so don't worry. So I think but at least we have got 6, 7 responses. I think we should go ahead with the first activity and then we can adjust the timings later. Thank you. Over to Sister Anu. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. So we will revise the talk that was given by Brother Mike George on the art of leading. And it was really a highly intense course, I would say. Can you all hear me? Okay, can you all hear me now? Let's try again to make it full screen sometimes. Okay, now it's good. So Brother Mike George, thank you.
You're audible. There's no problem with the audio. Yeah.
Good, good. So it is very intense, and I think we will send it in the review materials. Check for yourself. It is really very deeper aspects about leading. So one thing he started with is that one is the leader who is at the front. And sometimes when the leader does something, not everybody gets inspired or get the courage to follow. So there has to be one supporter who stands up behind the leader. And then when those two people are in the front, then others get more courage to get up to follow. So who supports the leader has an important part. That's what he mentioned. And then he was talking about many different kinds of leaders. As we all know, one is formal, who is assigned as the organizational leader or head. One who is voluntary, who wants to do a lot or become a leader, who may force their way through in a good way or negative way too. And some are natural leaders. Their actions lead others naturally because they are inspired to do themselves. And leadership is an attitude, which is a 24/7 job. He mentioned the difference between leader and a manager. So leader is conscious, aware that he has to do constantly, keep the vision clear. So that's where he brought 3 checking points to be a leader. One is the vision, of what is the task and where the team is heading to. That has to be clear. One is decisions making, make preparations for the key decisions you have to make, and precisions, being precise to make clear communication with the team. And that is a leader that will lead the project ahead. So brother said that would be a 10 in 10 things we need a shift to become a leader. A leader comes from the space of a power, not. So when we see people as, treat them as objects, but see the people, they're emotional, they will need time. How can I tell them that they understand and move forward? So the shift has to be that I'm dealing with people, from control to influence or inspire, from resistance to acceptance. As a leader, I may resist that any input that's coming, but first accept it. Then positional power to relational power. It's not just a position I have got, but there's a relationship that has to continue with the team. Telling to asking. So there's a sense of request. And then talking, taking to giving, not for myself, my pleasure, my respect, but it is for the giving, the whole outcome. Emotional reaction to conscious response. Beliefs to values, where Brother Mike was always saying belief is just believing something, it stops there. Value is when I really am convinced and take that value into my actions. That's survival to service, not just for my sake of survival, but it would be benefit for all. And condemnation to compassion, so not holding somebody responsible to make them feel blamed, but come from a space of compassion. So the juggling acts, brother was saying that that a leader plays around with objectives, plan, communication, support, and reviewing. The review will take us to the right direction. And keep an eye on the team, task, individual. So team, individual, and the task that is. And then he was also giving a ladder, like a hierarchy of priorities. First is the self. It is not selfish, it's self-care. Then comes the relationship. Above that, the process for the whole project or the work for the leader. Then the tasks. And then the resources. We can all think about it as we receive it for ourselves in the review material. So personality profits. So introverted, there are profiles. So there are few different kind of people that a leader must understand and take like help from them. One first category is introverted kind. They're quiet, but they're highly motivated. Then put your arm around them. Some are extroverted, life and soul, but are not motivated. No motivation for the project or task. Maybe some personal motives. So then you motivate them in terms of the task. Then motivated by money. If some are motivated by money, the leader have to leave them alone. Motivated to do quality work, then when the leader recognizes them, a lot of encouragement is needed for them. Not motivated and neither introvert or extrovert, then you need to build the self-esteem. And wants to be a leader, such people, the leader focuses on their capabilities to build them as a leader. And somebody who have too much energy, enthusiasm, then the leader makes them friends. So be aware and make the shift. What are the qualities, values needed for the leader to be successful? Respect. Do you expect to be respected? Or, know that only by giving to another person can you strengthen the respect within yourself. So trusting is important value. First thing to go and last thing to come back. Leader has to be at the beginning till the end. And a very deep quality that we all have and tend to sabotage at some. So that's why somebody asked, right, Golden, that yeah, leader, we need all a leader, but we all are a leader. If we can really study this whole thing that Brother Mike said, we can become the leader. Next quality is integrity. When I'm reliable and have integrity, people are more able to trust me. So the leader has to be trusted. When people are deceived often in their lives, it is not easy for them to trust others. So it is important to keep the eye open, the third eye. That's also deeper churning needed here. What is the third eye of knowledge? That helps us to see exactly what is trustworthy or not, because all these qualities are internal. So you are seeing others in terms of their qualities. You are able to recognize it only when you have the third eye that needs the spirit. And self-responsibility, some affirmations we can take for ourselves as a leader, become a leader, that no one can hurt me, the soul. So, with that spiritual ground of recognizing me as the soul, the spirit, they can hurt my body, but a knife or anything with anything, any pain, the body can feel, but they will not create suffering unless I use them to create suffering for myself. So soul has a choice, suffer or not. Pain can be there, but no suffering. So self-responsibility a leader has to take is when, as a leader, I reflect on what I did to make them do, say, or do things that can hurt me. Only I'm responsible for myself. No one else is responsible for anything that happens to me. So not just blame or go to pain or sorrow, but check why that person said something and if I need to change anything. Our brother also very detailedly talking about the behavior of a leader. Directive coaching is not what we like. Delegating is also in a little bit negative sense, low supportive behavior and low directive emphasis. But delegating with compassion is important. So that's where the support, highly supportive behavior with low levels of support means I think when the other people can, your support can be enough for them to move forward. So the conscious, I can't see the word. Intelligence is using what you know at the accurate moment in the accurate way. Spiritual intelligence is knowing that you are a conscious being and the body is separate. So spiritual ground is necessary. Emotional intelligence is understanding of why it is all in terms of me, understanding me, why I create that emotion. And emotions are addictive and exhausting. So understanding and converting it to quality is important. Analytical intelligence, analyze the information received as a team before doing any task. Systems intelligence, knowing of what systems we are using in an organization and how they interrelate. And then rational intelligence, using your thoughts very rationally. Intuitive, that touching upon the intuition. Artificial intelligence, recognizing the pattern very quickly. So many things you can all think about. And the quote from Brother Maggior's talk is, leadership is all about personal development. It's all about an individual recognizing in themselves what they need to develop, be more effective. A few questions quickly. How do I deal with a situation as a doctor that you do everything for the patient, but it doesn't come back? Answer, it is not about trust. It is more to do with the individual. The patient is the individual. So don't think that way, but instead think of those patients who do come back. And President Trump is a political leader. Why is he the way he is, and how do we deal with such scenario? We talk about politicians make decisions for a massive number of people. They're helping to do the work of God. The day that is for the whole benefit of the whole universe has to work. So there's something behind, and that is playing out. They are playing the role of bringing the final scene. Would you like to share any experience with Dadi Janki? And about that, brother said, Dadi Janki had developed her leadership style over a period of time. With some, she would be direct, with some indirect, and with some people, she would just leave them alone because she just knew they could go on with themselves, and accordingly be a support for each category. She worked to a large extent with her intuition, and she had a lot of clarity. So, as we mentioned, we shared that you will receive this review material. So please take some time to review it for you. Thank you, everyone. Let's move to some exercise and reflections.
Thank you, Anu Ben, Dr. Anu. Now we're going to go into a reflective exercise. This is such a deep topic. We have certainly covered a lot of material and it's a lot to reflect on. And today we're going to look at the attitude of a leader. So a leader as opposed to a manager. So a manager is someone that focuses on tasks rather than on people, whereas a leader is looking at the whole situation, as we've been reflecting on in the previous points. So the first thing that we will look at is we bring up a situation in the past, a particular project maybe, that you exercised as yourself as a leader. So what was your attitude? What was your attitude in terms of the vision that you had for the project? So that's the first thing we're going to reflect on. What objectives did you have in mind? What plan did you have in mind? What was your actual vision? And then secondly, what were your decisions on a moment-to-moment basis? Because a leader is constantly challenged to make instant decisions and have faith in those decisions. And thirdly, what was your precision like? As Mike George was saying, precision is about clarity of communication and really being able to see very clearly and communicate what you want to the people around you. So let's take a couple of minutes to reflect on one situation when you were a leader or exercising leadership qualities, not being a manager, and how, particularly a successful project, something that you're pleased about, and what was your attitude in regards to those three aspects: vision, decision, and precision? So we'll take a couple of minutes now and then we'll share. If you have a notebook and pen, please write down what you'd like to share. Om Shanti. Hopefully everyone has been able to reflect on a situation that they exhibited or felt that they were a leader for. So if you would like to unmute and share, that would be wonderful. or share in the chat. A situation in which you felt that you were acting successfully as a leader. It doesn't have to be perfect, but obviously we're all growing and learning, and it's a big subject. So if anyone has a situation or a project that they're happy about, where they showed their leadership qualities and what worked.
I think we also wanted if they could, in terms of their vision, how clear were they about the work?
Yeah.
They could make the decisions moment to moment basis, or were they clear and accurate in communicating with others? They can also tell if they can, give a percentage, in the sense if they can see themselves where they were in terms of these three aspects. If at all somebody has noted down that way, they're welcome. In
Right,
respect of
sorry about that. The percentage, I forgot about. Giving yourself a mark if you want to on those three aspects. I think it's a very deep subject because there's so many different things to consider. But please,
Shanti.
go ahead.
There was an incident that came to mind. We were doing a women's program, a day program, and we suddenly became aware that the cooks were not able to get there on time, and so I had to quickly think of something, and then I had a vision, and then I first got the 40 ladies to agree that we are in the situation and are they okay with the plan, and the way I told them about it was with a lot of dignity, with integrity, with a lot of love, and putting that it's going to be a joyful event. And so we had stations, 5 stations, and we asked them to choose people they will work well with, about 4 or 5 each. So each one went down to a different station and started doing part, of the preparations. And so, very lovingly gave them the time, the timeline and everything. And so everyone was so happy to do this. And as it was getting done, I walked around to see that everyone was doing everything well, and they felt the sense of, like they were part of a team, like they felt that. And to cut a long story short, within the time, if each station had their portion of the thing ready, and then they were able to go up to continue the program, where a few of us stayed behind to assemble this, the dish. And it was so easily done that nobody realized the cooks were not there. They thought it was part of the program. So yes, so it was a fantastic thing. From starters, meaning salads, one team did, 2 or 3 of them did the main course, and another team did the dessert. And so within an hour, believe you me, it was done, and it was beautiful, beautiful. And so so you have to think and trust the team, and also be, like everybody is inclusive, and spread the joy and happiness. Forget what you wanted to do in the beginning. Listen to them, and if they had to want to change something, and yes, just accommodate, and everything went well. Thank you.
Wow, what a beautiful story.
Mm.
So you had a clear vision, and then you
Mhm.
made a quick decision, and then you went into a completely supportive role, bringing out the best qualities in everyone with your own happiness and trust and faith, and making the clear communication about what needs to be done and how.
Mhm.
Yeah. Wow. That's such a beautiful example. Does anyone else want to share? Just we have a couple of minute or so. That was a beautiful example. Thank you so much, Padma. And we all have this ability within us, right? We all have this potential.
We
I don't
all
see anyone
want to
else.
become leaders, so these are
Yeah, we
some
have,
points we have to work on.
yeah, so many aspects to think about. But, you know, we already have it within us. And as Padma said, she just did it, and she just was that leader in such a beautiful way. So last chance to share, and then we're going to... Do you have one, Anuben?
Well, not really situation, but I think
Project?
actually, yeah, I was actually thinking about that, really giving the percentage that where I am and how can I improve, that I'm not moving away from my vision, and that where this work has to go, how will it be accomplished, and am I clear, but at the same time gentle, respectful while communicating. I think I'm very bad with that sometimes. So I was checking myself with that. And the middle one is, what was that? Key decisions, yes. Sometimes that changes the direction. Like Sister Padma really beautifully shared, some difficulty comes, then am I able to make the decision rightly, accomplish the task on time? So I think decision making is good on time, but can I do it with calm, no stress? So I was just thinking about that. Yeah, still room to improve a lot to become a good leader.
It's a balancing act, and we're all learning, and we mustn't put ourselves down. Did you want to share something else, Padma, before we move on? I see you're unmuted.
No, no, I'm good, thank you.
Okay. Any
Anyone
other
else?
last comments from anyone in the Zoom rooms? Melody? Okay. Did you want to share anything, Brother Manoj? Okay. Okay, so let's continue then. And we have a little bit of time, I think, for one more.
Yeah, I think today really silence golden. People are taking up that, but yeah,
There's a
the
lot.
weekend.
There's a
Let's-
lot in the last 2 weeks. We covered a lot about being a good leader, a natural leader. And I think we are all that. We just have to re-emerge our inner leader and feel, you know, courageous about that and take a step, because someone will always come to our side and support us.
is to become a leader ourselves. So I think this will take us some time to build on it. Okay.
Your time is up actually because I'd given you 2 minutes early.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
So I think Deepak brother is writing up, but that's okay. You can show very quickly if you want. There's not much though.
Not a lot to share, but there's a lot to reflect on. So the vision, Passcode was sharing, she developed the vision when the cooks were not able to come on time. So she had that quick vision of what needed to be done and made the decision to have different stations where everyone helps to cook and everyone felt like being one of a team. So she gave that love and that encouragement that it's going to be a happy event. And within an hour, all the dishes were done by everyone. This was the communication, power of communication and accommodation helped. So, yeah, I think the communication with the love and the encouragement and the calmness as she was demonstrating is really important. Vision, considering every aspect. So she saw the whole picture. She took the key decisions on time and had faith in those decisions, kept moving, and she was very gentle and humble while communicating. So very nice. Thank you so much. Thank you, Deepak, and thank you.
You're wonderful. So thank you so much for your sharings. So let's move on to the inner reflections, summary points, what we heard last Sunday, actually, from Sister Debbie. So it may sound a bit repetitive. It's all about values, but let me just go ahead and see what we learn more from this. So as you know that we consider that ART. So first is the awareness, R is the reflection, and then T is the taking away message. That is the ART full form of our inner reflections, the standard format which we follow. So she said that refining the art of leading. So art of leading is about actually nothing but creating an atmosphere where the best qualities in everyone emerge. And we know life is full about being valuable and actually in one way demonstrating those values in the form of quality. So here we are. And then she asked us to recall a time when we were in a group, either 3 or more. And it's a very routine thing which we have either at home, workplace, or in a community setting where everything happened perfectly. Everyone knew what they were doing, what the purpose was. Everyone had a role to play. There was fantastic cooperation, and the tasks got done on time and within the resources allocated. So we did this activity, and from all this, she said that what was the main quality that you remember being present in that experience? So we all worked on that very well. And to follow on that, she said that describe some of the facts about it. That again, in the group, what was the main quality? First question was what that we remember being present. And here, what was being present in the group for all of them? Who was the natural leader? A leader by nature, not forcing on your authoritativeness or authoritarian attitude towards others, but naturally, who was a leader? How did they consistently support the group to accomplish the task? And what did they do to help the group get the task done? So again, it is, as we say, thought, word, and action. So what actions did they demonstrate which helped you? And again here, what are some of the qualities or virtues that are used by conscious leaders, which may be indeed our qualities too as well? Because all of us, in one way, is a leader as well. Say not for an organization, but at home, for our small community setup where we live, and also at workplace. Then she went on to mention this coat of arms, and it was a leadership coat of arms. Obviously, she asked us to draw this crest and divide it into 4, and with the emblem down, mentioning the motto at the bottom of that crest. So I'll just take you into the next. It will be easier for you to understand. So on the top left, she said, what is it that helps people to know what the vision is? So write about that. How do I care for people while getting the job done? What qualities do I show which show that I'm caring for them? What do we do to get the task done within a project? on the upper right. And what will I do to resolve conflicts or obstacles coming along the way? It was a good churning because these are all which can happen in our day-to-day life setting as well, need not necessarily apply to workplace. It could just be in a very small task at home as well. And yeah, then at the end, she asked us to write down the motto of in the form of an emblem below the coat of arms. And yeah, and it was basically to depict not in a word format, but in a creative art format. So she wanted us to draw, to creatively express that. As you can see in front of you, there are some images drawn here. Okay, I hope I'm doing good with the time. Yeah. So then, I mean, it's all about values, values. You all were there with us for the 4 years Values for Life series. So we know for any art to develop in ourselves, we need to work on our values. And it reminds me of what Brother Mike said, that we were moving on those 10 shifts from to what? So from beliefs to values. I remember he said that. And beliefs is not a bad thing, but beliefs, he was really saying that what I believe in, we should move from that to something which is what I am, like my value systems. So from belief system to value system, because belief system can develop over a period of time with my past interactions from people. And I can be judgmental, like, oh, this person is so and so, he or she is like that. And that is my perception about that person because of my past interactions. So he said that we have to move from those belief systems to the value systems. That's what he mentioned. Okay. Yes, so I'm just going further here. So you can see a beautiful qualities tree at the Brahma Kumaris. In many of our centers, we have this tree which is fully blooming with values. And then we have the vices, opposite one, which is fully getting withered away. So what soul qualities bring the best in myself and in others as well? These are qualities. Basically, some people ask us, what's the difference between a quality and a value? So value is something which is intrinsically I'm born with. And when I demonstrate it in action, then it becomes a quality. And then people recognize me for that quality. Like I can give you a simple example of iPhone. Why are iPhones and iPads so expensive? So they are known for their quality, the work they do. And because of their authentic nature, we say by virtue of or by value of being an apple. So the value of apple is more because it has a value associated with the product which is there. So that's value, and quality it demonstrates is in the functionality. So what values help them serve each other? I mean, in the qualities tree she was asking, and yeah, she asked us to create 3 affirmations for self, for our own development. Again, they will always affirmations are highly positive and they are value based. So it was starting with 3 sentences: I am dash dash, I have, and I support. So it is a good way to, in one way, analyze the self, that what I already have and what I am constantly demonstrating, and what do I support for. And she asks us to practice these and repeat them many times in a day. Yeah, so I think with this I'll stop because there's not much to share. So, and I'll pass it on to Sister Anu now because she'll be guiding you to the next video, one more video. Today it's icing on the cake, double. Over to Sister Anu. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Brother Manoj. So yeah, the last slide will take up that exercise. So we want to call everyone to participate. We are trying to look within ourselves. What are the leadership qualities, and of course, qualities and values. Like Dr. Manoj said, that they are the foundation. So let's look at it. So for that, let's watch this video. It's very, again, focused for what is it, what does it mean to be a leader? And then we'll get into them. Oh, thank you. So I think the highlight is that the leader is the one who can inspire others. And that is where we'll start our exercise. How can you inspire others? That's it. That is, maybe if we focus, you're a leader, you're leading, not alone yourself, but others. So for that, I want to show again the same qualities or values tree, because sometimes when we scan through them, something or other that catches our attention that I may want to have. And that's my inner call towards developing the leader in me. Take a few seconds to scan through the values, the qualities. So it is about the action planning exercise, leadership development. So for that, the reflection question that we'll take is that now reflect on your leadership ability from whatever we have heard, even just today, whatever idea we got about who a leader is. Let's check ourselves. Where am I standing as a leader? And write down the values you want to enhance for your leadership development. What values can you bring in 3 different categories, as Sister Debbie mentioned, that will make you a better leader. So write down your chosen values in 3 affirmations. We really emphasized to create the affirmations, which not to just write on the book. So the 3 affirmations will be on 3 front. One is I am. That is the personal value that you carry that brings the best in you. And that value, that helps project. You're contributing your own value, personal value in you. Think about that. Second one, I have. That is the value that brings the best in others. So I am could be I'm peaceful, calm, which also brings best in others. But how can you motivate others? What inspires others? What is that quality? You're humble, you're respectful. That's coming to my mind. What do you have that you're contributing to the work, the team that brings best in others? It's a little bit different. We need to. Third one, I support. the value that can serve each other for the progress of the project. If there's a conflict, there's a fight, I don't. But if they're bonding well, I'll support, not just sometimes in the name of rule, we even break that, but maybe it has to flow. We have to have patience and time. So what is the value that I have that can support the team? And it is in terms of, I may not have it, but I'm seeing a project that in these three categories, I can have profound values that can help the project to move forward. The leaders always focus, vision is to accomplish task. So it takes few minutes, a minute maybe, to write those values as an affirmation that I am this, humble, peaceful. I have the value humility. I support value of integration. I'm just giving few words, that's from me, but I really want you to think about a minute and write for yourself. Thank you. Oh. The answers. And if you've written it, take the reminder that we have to practice our affirmations by committing to ourselves to carry our affirmations into situations every day and check the result at night. Then that value becomes my own. So I'll stop sharing here. So I hope you have written the affirmation and you can share. So Brother Manoj, your video is on. So anyone who is inspired to share their affirmations, and I hope you have got some affirmation to strengthen some of the values in those three categories. Anyone would like to share? You can unmute. So Golden, can you speak? Yeah, very nice. I see your chat. Golden is saying leaders give light the way that the persons go, not make shadow. They are open mind. You have, so based on this message, you have to write the affirmations. So maybe I am insightful from this message. I have. So that way, I know Golden wrote that. Mahesh Patne brother says empathy. Yeah, you can share any particular value that you caught that would help you to become a better leader. Rena says, I'm accepting. I have motivational or inspirational skills. I have motivational or inspirational skills. And I support cooperation, honesty, transparency. That's beautiful. So that is how, if I can create affirmation, I can take it back towards becoming a leader. Everybody's writing on the chart. You can share, unmute and share. Anyone? What this says, compassion. Mahesh says, I am an empathetic leader, and I have the ability to create a safe and inclusive environment where people feel valued and heard. Yeah, that's beautiful. So if we deeply reflect, we'll know, and then that we have to make it practical by practice. Otherwise, we may recognize it, but we won't become values. Okay. Anyone else would like to share? Yes, Path, my sister, you want to share?
Yes. In a way, I know that there is this natural kind of, leadership, because I feel humble. I like to have, include everybody, and to just be a natural leader, nothing forced, And so I am enthusiastic, supportive, and cooperative. And I do have empathy. I do trust, whatever I want to do, the task that I want to do. I trust in its end result. And also the main thing is consistency. Yeah, you have to, from the outset, have the feeling that I'm going to be consistent and not give up, no matter what.
That's
Okay. Thank you.
I have to trust in my thing, what I'm doing, and be consistent. Thank you, Patmas. Mika Bonina says, I'm an example ship. That's what, like, you do it. And you Anumit says, I am respectful and responsible. I have confidence, hope, and peace. I support courage, forgiveness, and innovation. Beautiful. So this is what we have to take it, is that practically to write and make it a reality. Belden says, and also they can be trustworthy. Leaders have to be trustworthy. Okay. Anyone else? If inspired, we'll give a last half a minute for any sharing by unmuting, or you want to put in the chat, very well. Okay, so maybe we can, Deepak brother, you can share the slide. We'll just wrap it up. I'm sure you all are taking the homework, the action planning. Yeah, so leaders give light, the way that the persons go, not make shadow. They are open-minded and insightful. So there are many affirmations, and every individual will have a different one. So we'll really encourage to take this homework with you to do it. So I am like an empathetic leader, then that leader has the ability to create a safe and inclusive environment where people feel valued and heard. It's so beautiful to be able to recognize it and to tell yourself, so you naturally feel that. I'm accepting, I have motivational, inspirational skills. I support cooperation, honesty, transparency. Exampleship is good. I am. I'm consistent and trust in my work and everyone's abilities. I'm trustworthy, respectful, responsible. That I am. Confidence, hope, and peace. And I support courage, forgiveness, and innovation. Deepak Bhai, there are a few others. Okay, Brody brother said accountability is important.
Sorry, Samsung SM. Sorry, I don't know who it is. You raised your hands. You want to speak up something? Go ahead. Share something. Okay. Maybe it was by mistake. Okay. So
over to you,
yeah.
Manoj. You can announce for new participants, please.
Yeah. So I'll just share this screen, and in the meantime, so whoever is new to our workshops, the Arts for Life series and the workshops, so kindly share your WhatsApp numbers, your details in the chat box, either to Sister Anu or Vidhi, or to everyone if you're comfortable. So that we can send you all these announcements, the review materials of the 4 sessions which we do, A, B, C, and D. Okay, so with this, now let's move on to the next part, which is the unique selling point of our workshops. We always end with a meditation. So let's sit back, relax. Raise our consciousness to the awareness of this conscient being of light which I am. I, the beautiful soul energy, the moment I situate myself in this consciousness, automatically I get connected to the source of this light energy. It is the Supreme Soul. It's the ocean of all the virtues. And He indeed is the Supreme Leader for all of us. And let me remind myself those beautiful qualities and virtues which we have been discussing for the past 1 hour or so. The moment I get connected to this ocean of values, automatically leading a life on these values becomes my natural nature. Having inculcated these values, let me just look at my life being an embodiment of all those values which are needed to become a great leader. And as I alluded to before, let me learn from the Supreme Leader, the Supreme Soul, who knows each and every aspect of this leadership quality. And in the action planning stage from today, as we go from here, let me look within and ask myself, what am I still lacking that prevents me from becoming a great leader? What qualities or powers do I need to work upon more? A great or a true leader. And having connected with the source again, we just draw that particular quality or power during my meditation and connection with and see myself as an embodiment of that virtue and power. Moreover, with this, I'll just stop sharing the screen. Yeah, I have to do the announcements as well. Okay, so we have finished the 9C and we proceed to the 9D, which is the silence retreat on the art of leading. Please remember one thing that, again, we are rescheduling this because all of you are aware, the regular Brahma Kumari students who are there here particularly, that Bap Dada Milans have started, which is once in a fortnight. So we have Bap Dada Milan on this Saturday, India evening time, 6 p.m. onwards. So therefore, we are rescheduling it for India morning time on Sunday, the next day, 10 to 11:30 a.m. And for the West Coast, it suitably fits in the evening of Saturday, 15 November, 8:30 to 10 p.m. And though it's written here, BK students, but don't shy away from attending the silence retreat. It will be a beautiful experience for you all to dive into the depths of silence and how, by going in that depth, self-analysis becomes much more easier, and whatever deficiencies which I feel I have within me can fizzle away, and it will give me a clarity of how to attain that value or art in my life. So I would request for newcomers, beginners to definitely take this opportunity to help you in inculcating that art or value. And this is the elegant calendar designed by Sister Kosha as always. So we move on to the next art after that. That is on the Saturday again, 22nd of November. And we move on to the 10th, which is the art of learning and teaching. In one way, you can say art of education. So it is something more than education. And we'll see what Sister Aruna Ladwa, who's a senior BK Raj Yoga teacher, coordinating the activities of the GRC, the Global Retreat Center in UK. So she'll be sharing her wisdom on the same. And again, 29th, there'll be inner reflections. This time it will be Sister Judy Johnson from Halifax, Canada. The timings remain the same now for the next winter time till March or so. And they are Saturdays, except for the silence retreat on Sunday. So, and these are our websites, vihasa.in, vancouver.brahmakumaris.ca. And feel free to reach out to us on our emails, valuesforlifeseries@gmail.com, or the Vancouver email, vancouver@ca.brahmakumaris.org. And all these videos are available on our YouTube channel. So please feel free to see, and even the previous videos of Values for Life series. So with this, I'll stop sharing the screen and over to Sister Anu for the photograph.
Yeah, we are few souls, but unfortunate souls to take time to reflect. So can we have a picture together? You can open your video to be in the photo and remember this moment. Got that? That's okay. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so as always, we'll end with a song that one of a sister prepares it on the topic of art of leading. So let's enjoy the song and reflect to ourselves the leadership qualities we have.
hand in the hand of Baba, a guiding star that shines ever clear, not to overpower, but to lead with wisdom's light and selfless steed. His strength lies not in the loud, but in quiet, in silence. With grace he guides, with vision far, a true leader, our guiding star. Learn from the greatest leader and supreme coach. The Father is now putting us the right way up. We are souls, not bodies, a beacon in the darkest night, a leader that sets the tone, the pace, led by vision, a purpose, a will. Together we weave a tapestry of success, hand in hand. We dance the dream and the goal, following the path. Trust is the key. The lighthouse stands firm and warm, guiding us through the darkest night. A beacon of hope, shining bright amidst the chaos. His light persists, guiding us safely to the promised land. Our golden age did work. By being turned the right way up, you become the masters of the world. With purpose and heart, he lights the way, inspiring home, come what may.
What beautiful song. Thank you, everyone. We seldom mention the translators. They are tireless and always there for every session. Really want to thank you. Thank you, everyone, for being here always in this journey. And see you in the Silence Retreat next week. Thank you. Om Shanti. Bye now.